Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again. Welcome back to my channel. If you are coming back or if you're new to my channel, then welcome. Thank you to all of those who have liked and subscribed and who have purchased sessions with me. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy them. I have a lot of fun with them, and I really enjoy meeting you guys. And thank you for your feedback as always. And yeah, I look forward to helping more of you guys in the future. And if anyone has questions, of course, you're always free to email me and ask. My email address is twinflametrinity@gmail.com. I also just want to wish everybody who may be living in Florida or who was affected by the hurricane that they get through the hurricane safely and swiftly. And thank you to everyone who has participated in my previous missions and my call to actions. I'm going to be posting another one this weekend probably. So I'll be posting them every few weeks just to give everyone ample time to, get the video so it can circulate. And if you guys have any suggestions of people that you would like to pray for or, just different ideas of what we can focus our energy on. I'm open to suggestions. These are your missions just as much as they're mine. So please email me or write it in the comment section of what you would like to pray for and hold a vibration for. The next call to action will be for two people that will be praying for, and then I have an idea for the one after that as well. But please definitely email me and just drop me a line and let me know if there is something again that you would like to pray for. So yeah, again, thank you guys for participating. And you don't have to obviously participate in any of my missions or call to actions, but I just wanted to remind everybody that the importance of it, and that's what this is really all about. That's what we were incarnated for, is to spread Christ consciousness and to participate in mission. It's probably, I think, the most important thing. It's way more important, I think, than these unions, because our unions, they are always active. They're always with us. We're never separate from our twin. So I like to do readings to see where we're at in the collective as far as unions go, because I do, I believe in union, and I think it's quite important. But at the end of the day, really mission is why we're here. So if you guys have the time and if these missions interest you, yeah, I would love it if you guys could participate. So let's see, this reading is going to be for the feminine runner, and I'm doing this reading because most readings are really based around the masculine runner, the masculine energy, and because that most often is the person who's running is the masculine energy. So I definitely feel like those who have a feminine counterpart, they don't get to see the energies as much. So as always, to make things simple, I'm speaking of energy, so it could be an actual feminine, it could be a masculine with a feminine energy. It applies to same-sex couples. I will say he, she, just to keep things simple. I did try to go with twin one and twin two, but when you're speaking about it, it just to me, it just makes more sense to say he, she, but don't get stuck on any of my pronouns. I'm gonna say she, but it's for the feminine who's running, like I said, whether it is a masculine or feminine. So keep that in mind. And also keep in mind that this feminine runner could be you, or there could be elements of yourself that's running and maybe you're not aware of it. Maybe you're running in an energetic manner, but in the 3D you're chasing. You know, I've been there. There's so many different combinations of this, and you know, it's not always cut and dry and black and white. So I think it's important really for everyone to tune into these messages, whether you think you're a runner or not, or whether you even think you're a mirror of feminine energy or not. And, you know, as always, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Um, but yeah, just keep in mind, maybe you think you're 100% awake. You may not be. There's still maybe some elements there that are still kind of running. So that's really what I want everyone to kind of get out of this reading. And I did try and post this reading a while back, and I apologize for not getting it out sooner. And I had pulled the cards a while back and tried to re-record, and it was just like not happening. But what I want to say about that reading is that it was interesting because as I was shuffling here, as I am right now, and talking, I was saying something like, oh, you know, the person who's running, you know, they're going to be back, like these unions, they're going to happen. And as I said that, the magician card like flew out of the deck, and it was even like on tape. It was kind of cool. So I just wanted to mention that because you know, that's how spirit, you know, speaks to us, and it was definitely confirmation right there. You know, as I was saying, oh, the runner's going to come back. You know, the magician wanted to make his presence known, so that's of course a good sign. And I'm going to be doing a reading pretty soon for the masculine runner as well, for these wave of unions, specifically for the people who are on these wave of unions that are approaching now, or they pretty much have started already. So yeah, in general, I'll be getting the readings out on a somewhat of a monthly basis, but I just feel as if, you know, rather than do it on because it's a specific date, I'm kind of just going with my guides and when the energy feels right for these readings. But you know, you can expect them at least on a monthly basis, if not sooner than that. But these energies are for well, for obviously for currently right now, and I'm projecting they're going to last for about the next 3 weeks or so. And I just want to say before I even pull any cards, there's really wonderful, beautiful shifts that are happening that I can sense already with the masculine and the feminine runner. And I'm definitely just feeling intuitively so much that even though you know, a lot of them are still running and they haven't returned yet, that they're just really getting it, and they may not be showing it or reaching out to you or, you know, communicating in the 3D yet all of their feelings, but like I feel so strongly, guys, that they're really receiving the message and they're getting it, and they're just still kind of like putting together those last bits and pieces of the puzzle, and will be reaching out soon. So again, I'm speaking of these wave of unions that are approaching, because as we all know, we're all in different on different paths of this or different steps, I should say, of this journey. Not everyone is on the same wave. So yes, so this reading and the one I'm going to be doing following will be for the ones that are on the upcoming wave. So I think that I'm pretty much done shuffling here. I'm going to be pulling cards from a few different decks. And let's see, what I want to do is pull 4 energies for the feminine, and I'm going to pull an obstacle card of something that maybe she might still be kind of struggling with, or something she may still have to clear. And then an oracle card from my Mary Magdalene deck. And then I have a message from another oracle deck that's for you guys that are watching this. I may decide to pull another card too as I'm kind of going along. I'm just going to kind of see how this goes. So, all right. I think we're good on the shuffle. Okay, wonderful. So we have at the bottom of the deck, let's hold it like this, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is really such a beautiful energy right here, and this is a really great way. I'm just going to hold up the card to start out our reading for our feminine runner, because this is very much an energy of somebody who is secure in themselves and who's really stepping into their femininity. Again, whether or not it's a female or not doesn't matter, but just stepping into this role that the feminine um, plays in our world and has played in our world since the beginning of time. Just this really just beautiful, warm goddess, intuitive, motherly like energy that I just sense so much that the feminine, whether she's running or not, is really just is coming into at this time. And the sensation I'm really feeling right now is one of just so much warmth and compassion and kindness, and just this like, you know, she feels very secure and very confident and very just very strong, but there is such a warm sensation that's coming over me right now that's really, it's showing that kind of duality of somebody who is so just, strong and powerful, but yet like calm. Like I just feel like a very calm, serene energy coming from this card, and that's what you want. You want to be confident, but you don't want to be, too like, too domineering and abusive of your powers, if you will. You want to assert yourself with a certain amount of strength and gratitude um and just and just being compassionate overall, just being really um just really giving and compassionate, and really just understanding your role, and your role in all of this, your role in society. And it's just beautiful. This is like I said, I pulled cards a few weeks back that I didn't post for the feminine runner, and um, this energy was not coming through. So this is a really nice turnaround. And like I said before, I had pulled the cards. I could definitely sense that there was a big shift, just in the last few weeks of whoever is running, that they're getting it, and I just feel a lot of just really romantic love that's coming from this card. Just this beautiful red. I love this card so much. I mean, it's just, if you look at it, it's just really just so pretty. And there's angels that are behind her that you can kind of vaguely see, but but she's getting it, and she's hearing this angelic guidance. So let's see, that was at the bottom of the deck. Let's just put that back. And I know you're going to have trouble seeing these as I turn them over, so of course I'm going to hold them up. So these are going to be my 4 energies, and then this is going to be a bit of an obstacle maybe that she's still going through. And you know what? Let's pull this now. This is from my Mary Magdalene deck. This is going to be an oracle card that's just going to kind of tie everything in. And then, like I said, the last oracle card is going to be for you guys watching. Okay, you know what? I want to pull from the top of the deck here. Okay, so this message is children. It's interesting. I'm going to get to that one later. All right, so let's see what we have for the feminine. All right. Yeah, we have some really great energies here. So the 4 energies that I have for her is the Ace of Coins, followed by the 3 of Coins, followed by the 10 of Coins, followed by the 5 of Coins. So we have a lot of coins in this reading. So let's just start with the first one here. We have the Ace of Coins. So, you know, this really, I'm gonna, hold on, come back to the Queen of Wands. Actually, I forgot to mention that that's who she was that I pulled, the Queen of Wands. So this really feels like it's going along with this card here, with this ace. She's just, you know, this is a new beginning, a new start. It's really just stepping into this femininity again, and it's starting out on the right foot. And again, we have, you know, an angel depiction in this card here. And just what I love about these two energies together is that, um, or really what I just want to say in general with this reading is that, we have a lot of coins in this reading. So, um, or pentacles, I should say, but they're called coins in this deck. So, you know, this talks a lot about, financial security, but, really just what I'm feeling in general is just, it's just an overall sense of just of security, you know, not just so much in a material sense, but, just overall, just again, just being confident and secure of who you are and what it is that you want. And again, so this indicates a beginning, this ace. So this is how we are starting out these current energies right now, that for the month of October, is just this really budding excitement of understanding of again who it is that you are and what it is that you want. And like what I'm feeling in, like in this, you know, she's holding up this coin here, or a pentacle, whatever you want to consider it. Like the to me this just feels like she's holding almost like a globe, or like the energy of the masculine here, where, again, this just feels very much to me that this runner, this person that's running, is just, you know, however they're acting on the outside, like they very much get it, and they're very much, protective of this union, you know, even though you may not be hearing from them necessarily. They are very much, protecting this vessel here, and they're understanding that this is an offering, and they are willing to accept that offer, and they understand the importance of it, and they're, you know, they're literally kind of growing their wings here and understanding their role as perhaps an angelic as well. But even though they accept the offer, there's still a bit more work to be done. This card is followed by the Three of Coins. So I love this card so much for twins and for twin flame readings. I mean, I have to say this is probably one of my favorite cards to pull for twin flame readings. Um, because to me, this card just indicates so much a working towards something, and working towards, specifically, like as you can see in the picture, they're kind of building this beautiful cathedral there, and obviously, you know, the cathedral is indicative of the divine, and to me this just really just indicates these unions. I mean, it is a divine union, and this is what they're building towards, you know, this divinity, this sacred holy, partnership. And it takes a whole team. You know, it's not just the masculine and feminine. You know, there's a priest here in the background, and you know he's reading, and there's some other women that are, they appear to be, you know, writing and sewing and studying, you know, and it sort of takes like a whole village, if you will, to make these unions, happen. And, you know, by village, you know, I mean these guys up here in heaven, you know, all the popes and saints, and you know the divine, of course, our guides. It just, um, it you know, it's a whole process to make these unions come to fruition. And I'm feeling what the energy with this card is that the feminine is getting that, the runner, that she is, again, I keep losing that card, but the Queen of Wands. But again, it's like she is, oh, it's under here. it's like she's feeling these, or hearing, I should say, these angelic voices, you know, like she's getting it. She's stepping into, again, like this really divine angelic role, you know, with these wings, and then she is getting that there is this whole team that's behind her, um, that's allowing her to be who she is, and allowing her to step into her role. And this again is a card of building. This is a process. You're not there yet. This is the, you know, still working towards, that destination, if you will. um, but you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, every step of the journey is beautiful, and it's, you know, one particular place to be is no better or worse than the other. This is just all a process, and it's obviously not going to happen overnight, but you know what? But it's, I mean, it's coming soon. It's followed by the 10 of coins. So this is fantastic. I mean, this is a card um of just love and just domestic bliss and family bliss, you know, which comes up again because I have the children card here, you know. But what I want to also say about, this card, and I started to mention it, was that I'm feeling that she is, feeling this team, and she's sensing this team. She's sensing these again, these angelic voices, and these guides that are very much with her. I apologize for any noise that's in the background at this time. Um, but anyway, yeah. So she is definitely connecting with her team of guides here, and they're instructing her on what to do and how to continue, you know, resurrecting this church here, and this union. And she's, you know, making her plans to reach out. And um, again, the number 3, I just, you know, this to me just, you know, indicates the Trinity, which I feel, such a strong connection to, and what I feel is really describing these unions, because it is the masculine, it is the feminine, and it is the Holy Spirit, you know, drawing them together. And um and so and so yeah, so this is where she is, you know, moving into, and still currently at. But this energy that follows it doesn't really feel that far behind. Again, the 10 of coins. So this is fantastic. Again, I mean, this is what you want. This card very much is a card of union and love and bliss, and you know, and security, you know, financial security, material security. So I really don't see any, there doesn't seem to be any obstacles here as far as this transition between, you know, you have the ace going into the 3, going into the 10. So this is really awesome. This is fantastic to see. But then this appears to be at the end of the month, because yeah, like I said, this appears to happen over the next 3 weeks. So what we have towards the end of the month is the 5 of coins. So this is going back into a little bit of worry, you know, maybe some old thought patterns, or some purging that needs to happen. And this card is specifically, an indication of financial worry or financial loss. So I mean, because I have so many coins in this reading, I mean, what I'm getting is that the feminine runner, and I know, you know, a lot of us in general, are. Um, a lot of us have been guided to like leave our jobs and to move and to start all over. And you know, it's been a little bit tough, I believe, on a lot of us financially. And you know, that's not by design. It's not to hinder anyone or set anyone back. Of course, the divine cares about us, and they want us to all be financially secure. But it's just interesting because, we still live in a financial world. We still have to pay our bills. And yet, so many of us have been called to completely do like a 180 in our careers and, work different hours. So, it's definitely possible that the runner, and I feel this as well, that the runner, whether feminine or masculine, is, was getting the same message and, was perhaps changing careers and that sort of thing. So so it just feels like this worry is kind of popping up again for her at the end of the month. Or maybe she was guided to start a new business, and it's not really it's not it's not taking off too well, and it's not really what she imagined it to be. But it feels like, because that she has this kind of concern over her finances, that this is somehow popping up into her concerns about these unions, just not feeling secure in any of it, and if you don't have a good leg to stand on, um, if you don't have security in your life, whether it be on a spiritual level, a material level, or, or what have you, it's very difficult to just remain objective and optimistic, and it could kind of take up a lot of your time and your energy. But it seems like a very kind of passing, fleeting kind of worry, like it's not something that is going to stick around. I mean, we have all these other amazing cards, that precede it. So um it's not it's not something that's going to stick around, but it just seems like this is going to be a minor setback. And I only say minor because, what I have for an advice card is, or a potential obstacle card is the Magician. So this is awesome, this card. And again, this was the card that I said popped out when I when I initially tried to do this reading for the feminine runner. So there is just, I mean, really, there is just so much divine energy and magic behind these unions. It's almost like the divine is saying to me right now, it's like, all of these like worries, these like 3D worries about like money or finances or business, like it's so easy to get caught up in it, and I absolutely get it. But I feel like my guides are saying to me at this time that it's like, this is what it's all about. This is what it's going to take for us to get together, is to just really just focus on the magic, and just remembering that these are divine partnerships. It's all up to them when these partnerships are going to come about. And we should just kind of like, just go with the flow and not worry so much. And because this card appeared in my advice or potential obstacle position, the advice that I have here for the feminine runner, or maybe the feminine who is watching right now, who may or may not be a runner, is to just focus on this. Just focus on the magic and the energy that you feel when you're with that person, or when you think about that person, and the angelic guidance and voices that you've been hearing and that you've been getting. Um, this is what's running the show. It's not up to us, and if anything, it's awesome because it just takes off all of that pressure of just trying to like figure everything out. Like, just let it happen. These unions, they're infinite. I love this infinity symbol above his head. There is no beginning, no ending to these unions, and there's almost very little work to do, that involved. And I say that because it's it's not even like you have to make major decisions, or it just appears that so much of this kind of happens to us and is drawn to us and is guided to us, so just let it happen, let the magic happen, just let the love flow. And for the masculine who may be watching this, who is, you know, waiting on a feminine runner. I mean, um, you have such amazing cards here for your counterpart. So this kind of, you know, little worry thing where she kind of goes back to is really nothing to worry about. You know, this is just still some kind of, you know, 3D purging stuff. It's just, you just have such amazing energies here. And you know, I'm sensing that this energy is linked to this card, because this is what I have for Mary. Did I say Mary Magdalene before? I think I said it again. Or Mother Mary. This is the Mother Mary Oracle deck. I'm not sure which, if I said Mary Magdalene or not. But anyhow, Mother Mary, this is the Oracle card that I pull from her deck, and it's about children, and I'm going to read it. It says, my heart is filled with love for children, which creates miracles and positive change for them and for me. So this feels very linked up to this children card, because yeah, I mean, let me tell you guys, I mean, I've had my own experiences with this. Um, the these children are coming. These little star seeds are absolutely coming. You know, whether or not you saw yourself wanting kids, or you imagined wanting kids, or you know, or you think maybe it's too late in the game to start a family. I've been getting this message over and over that the divine is just like, nope, you guys are going to be parents. You're meant to be parents. As you can just imagine, I mean, our combined love, you know, of the twins, you know, that, you know, manifesting itself into a child, into offspring. I mean, you can just imagine the potential that these children have, and the, you know, awesome vibration that they're going to have. And I really feel like that's what the divine wants for our evolution, you know. So, so don't be surprised, you know, if this happens, if you know your birth control just fails, or you know, you think that you can't get pregnant, and you do, or you think that, you know, you're too old to conceive, and you do. I'm getting that. I have just gotten this message so much over time that that these children are coming. And I feel that the feminine directly knows this and is feeling this. And I mean, obviously it makes sense, because you know, they're going to be, you know, growing in our womb. So I know a lot of the feminine are, they're kind of already know this. And so the feminine, even though this is the runner in this reading, I mean, she still knows, she's still getting that message, like, um you know, oh gosh, like I gotta prepare for this family. Like, I know that these children are coming, like I can sense it. So I feel like that's where this kind of worry is coming in at the end of the month, you know, that she's like, okay, I know that this union is going to happen. I want to come back to, you know, the masculine. And I sense, because again, this is the card of family and like legacy, and you know, I sense that this family is coming, and I want to be prepared for them, and I want to be financially secure. So I just really think that that's all that this is really about. You know, it's just kind of logistically kind of tying it all together, you know, because she knows that this is at play. But again, you know, we have the magician card here, so it's just the outcome is just all going to be, not that this showed up in the outcome position, but the outcome in general is just, I mean, it's really fantastic for this reading. It just, you know, this just feels very kind of light, this energy. So so that's really good. I mean, I just want to say these energies are so different than a few weeks ago when I originally pulled the cards for this. There was so much, I mean, the moon showed up, the devil card showed up. I'm trying to remember what else, but there were these, a lot of kind of like murky, sort of unsure energies. There was another card that appeared from my Mother Mary deck that, um, to me, it was indicative of issues with purging issues from a father figure. There was a lot of purging and movement and kind of energies, that she was kind of working through. And this is a really awesome change, just in a matter of I think it was just a few weeks ago that I pulled those cards. Um, so this is really fantastic. And what I want to pull here is I'm going to show you the deck. Okay, let's see. It's called the Law. I just got them. It's the Law of Attraction Oracle cards. This is the box it came in. It's by Amy Zerner and Monte Farber. I just really love the artwork in this deck. It's really beautiful. You may not be able to really see it, but artwork just really kind of speaks to me. So again, this little oracle card that I'm going to pull is going to be for you guys, for the person who is watching this. It's just a message for you guys to take away from this on I'm sensing that this advice that's going to come through is going to be for this week particularly. Let's see, the date today is October 6th. So this feels like advice that's going to be applicable for the next 7 days for you guys, for the viewer. And if you happen to be watching this past this date, or weeks from now or whatever, this will be applicable then too. It's really whenever you're kind of guided to this video. And I just wanted to mention too, I know some people have said they felt the energies this particular week, and I think going into the weekend, were maybe kind of heavy, and to kind of watch out, or to protect yourself. And I definitely always get that message that we should always keep our vibrations high and protect ourselves. But I don't feel any heaviness this week, any real, anything that we have to look out for more than any other weeks. I mean, that's just my own intuitive feeling on it. But I just thought that I would mention that because I mean, even just this reading too that I got is just really so beautiful. So but again, whatever resonates with you. I don't think that we have really anything to worry about right now. It feels like this month already feels so much different than last month. September was just like, wow. September was a major heavy month, I feel like, for a lot of us. And it feels like, if anything, since we've crossed into October, it feels a lot lighter to me. It feels more magical. It feels like things are kind of like wheels are kind of slowly turning and slowly grinding, and like we're slowly kind of getting into the next phase. But it's a really good, awesome phase, and there was a lot of just purging and release that happened in September. So it feels like we're kind of doing a major turnaround. So let's see what this oracle has to say for you guys, the viewer. Okay, look at that. Okay, we have good fortune. So this card kind of speaks for itself. So again, I mean, this just basically reiterates what I was just saying. I feel like since we've entered October, I feel like we're yeah, it just feels almost like this month is almost like a good luck charm, like we're just doing away with all the heaviness that was really August as well, August and September, and we had those portals that we went through, and it just feels like we're going into a new month, a new season, a new time, there's just a lot of just budding, just this newness. Like it almost feels like a spring energy, but it's not spring, it's the fall. But there just seems to be a lot of just this. I mean, this good fortune that's coming our way. And I just want to read the back of this card. it says, the universe provides me and my family with prospects for good fortune. So this is applying again, not just to you guys, the viewer, but to your family, to your offspring, if you already have them. And here again is a little child in this card, and it looks like she actually has little angel wings on her. So again, this cute little angelic star seed. But yeah, it just feels like the children are of our unions are kind of like already here. Their spirits are already here, popping up all over the place, and this good fortune is already coming through. It's coming through for them, for our families that are, yet to be born or already here, for us, for our unions, for the planet. It just feels like really good, awesome, beautiful shifts are coming our way, and and it just feels very light. Everything just feels very light and airy. It just feels like we're on the right path here. So yeah, so I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm glad that I can leave you with this beautiful card of good fortune. So that seems to be a good omen for us all. And if you are the feminine and your counterpart is a masculine twin, then look out for that reading, because that's going to be coming up soon. And again, I thank you guys for watching, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need to. And blessings and light to everyone. Take care.